My name is Phil Huckleberry. I'm chair of the Illinois Green Party. I want to thank you all for being here tonight. Is Matt Reichel, who's going to speak next. Matt, of course, ran in the really bizarre little special election that happened earlier this year. Kind of unprecedented for us, the first time we've ever had a contested primary in the state of Illinois. And Matt emerged from the Green Party primary and went on and did everything he could to shame the Democrats and the Republicans for not speaking to the issues that actually mattered to the people in his district. So I want everybody that is able to come together and let's do a little roof raising. Kevin?
Raise the roof!
Kevin, come here. You know how to do this. Come here. Come on. Come here. Kevin, should we raise the roof for Matt Reichel?
I think we should raise the roof for
Let's raise the roof for Matt Reichel. Everyone got to put your hands in the air a little bit. And what you do is you got to say, raise the roof, and then stop 3 times. So it goes, raise the roof. So everybody together for Matt Reichel, raise the roof. All right, Matt Reichel, your next congressman here in District 5.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight on a work night. We're at a moment in history defined by the meteoric rise of the Green Party internationally. Earlier this week, I know a lot of you saw there were elections in Germany, where the Greens won 17 more seats than they've ever had in that assembly, in a country where the Greens have traditionally been very strong. They increased their share of the European Parliament by nearly 50% earlier this year, with the French contingent. Especially amazing, the French contingent of the Green Party doubled their share. There's as many French Greens in the European Parliament as there are socialists, and the socialists have long been the principal party of the French left. This phenomenon is going on here in Illinois as well, where in 2006, Rich Whitney over here garnered over 10% of the vote in the gubernatorial election against Blago and Papenka. As Phil mentioned earlier this year, I ran in the special election to replace Rambo Emanuel. And with just 5 weeks of general election time, 5 weeks, we garnered 7% of the vote. Now with the Greens, as with other third parties, it used to be 1, 2, 3%. Now we're up upwards of 10% consistently. And I've worked on enough campaigns to know that that's the breaking point. That's where the floodgates open. We're at that point, and this is evidence of it. A room full of people here, 13 months away from the election. What this demonstrates is not only will we be viable in 2010, we will be victorious in 2010. Increasingly, as I've campaigned, and I'm sure this is true of other Greens as we've campaigned, the American people are seeing the shallowness of all that hope and change, all that energy that went into last November's election. And the problem is we don't need to be saying, yes, we can. We need to be saying, yes, we will. Can I get a chant? Yes, we will. Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Yes, we will.
And what are we going to do? Yes, we will institute single-payer health care for all Americans. That's what a green government's going to do. Yes, we will bring every last troop back from Iraq, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. Yes, we will cut military spending by 50% and reinvest it in green works projects. Yes, we will put 10 million Americans to work in good union jobs, rebuilding our public transportation, investing in alternative forms of energy. Good jobs, union jobs, green jobs. Increasingly, Americans are connecting the dots. And why is it that the Democrats haven't delivered on their promises of progress? Because who puts them in power? Big capital. And increasingly what Americans are seeing is that healthcare in this country, far from being healthcare, is a racket for insurance companies. The biggest criminal racket in the history of the United States of America. A racket that kills 45,000 Americans a year, according to a recent study. The domestic terrorists are the insurance companies, and what Barack Obama, if he was a true leader, if he was a leader of courage, a leader of principle, when he spoke before the joint session of Congress, Barack Obama would have said, now is the time to throw the insurance companies into the dustbin of history. Improved Medicare for all, single-payer health care, it is the only viable solution to this nation's stark health care crisis. What we need is leadership in Washington that is willing to roll up their sleeves and do the dirty work, to represent the people instead of being puppets of giant corporations and special interests. And here at the Green Party, we have no choice because we refuse corporate campaign contributions, which means the only way we can get elected is going door to door, standing on street corners, doing all this work that a lot of people don't find too glorious. But it's the only option, and it works. And we have a room full of people here. I hope to see you all again because we're going to need a lot of help in the next 13 months. Rich, myself, the other candidates. We're going to need help knocking on doors. We're going to need help making phone calls. We're going to need help organizing more events like this one. We're going to need help getting the word out, making sure media comes. We had to bring our own media. Despite an aggressive attempt at getting the corporate media out here, they prefer to ignore us. And with that work, with this help over the next 13 months, again, I'm sure that we are going to make history in November of 2010. In Chicago here, not only do the Greens address the issue of ecological and economic sustainability, single-payer health care for all Americans, free, higher public education through the college level for all Americans. Not only do we address these issues, but in Chicago, we are here to democratize this city. This is a city run by an authoritarian one-party system, an insidious machine government that has been in charge of this city for much of the last century. This is not only a movement of Greens, this is not only a movement of progressives, this is a movement of liberation and a movement of democratization. In the words of Upton Sinclair, we will organize for the victory, we will bear down the opposition, and Chicago will be ours, Chicago will be ours, Chicago will be ours. Yes, we will!
Let's raise the roof again for Matt Reichel, everybody! Raise the roof! Yeah!